What the fuck was that?
I don't fucking know.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
I'm like, okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the Smacked Raw podcast for the official SmackDown review. I am your host, Kyle Tyson. I'm joined by Kevin Crazy with the finger guns. Hey, Kevin,
Yeah.
what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. How you doing tonight?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. Even
Nice.
better, man. Even better, man. What a fucking crazy episode of SmackDown, dude. Whatever the fuck WWE is taking, I want some.
Oh, yo, the ending was that was awesome. I really liked it. I mean, I get, some people might be sour on that, but like, dude, I want to know. It's gonna make me tune into Raw on Monday and SmackDown next week for sure.
So, folks, ladies and gentlemen, Retribution is a thing. Something else that's also a thing is where we are live streaming. We are live streaming on Twitch, on the Standing Streamers channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can be notified every time we go live. And even when we're not going live, you can catch the Standing Streamer with his show, Putting You Over, which is, I go on record saying this every fucking time. It's a blast. Dude, I love watching his shit, man. We are the exclusive recap show for WrestlingNewsWorld.com, an awesome website featuring very talented writers and other podcasts as well. Make sure you bookmark their page and maybe even check out their premium section where they have some exclusive stuff, I believe. Kev, where can people find us if they don't catch the live stream?
Jesus, anywhere you listen to podcasts, YouTube, of course,
.com/SmackDrop podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we worked hard to get that special URL. So,
dude, that took like 10 months to get that URL, bro. I'm so fucking proud, man.
It took a long time.
Somebody else that is working to get their own custom URL is the Standing Streamer. So don't only subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go over to Putting You Over. I'm sure he'll drop a link in the live chat. Subscribe to his YouTube channel as well, man. Get him to 100 subscribers so he can get that nice custom URL as well, man. Because he's been ever so gracious to allow us on his live streaming platform. So we got to show the man some love too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely. But you can find us on, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. I don't know.
Jinx.
Yeah. A couple other places too. I don't know.
Fucking everywhere. Dude, at this point, I stopped listing them. I just say everywhere. Honestly, wherever you like to listen to your podcast, you can probably find us. And if you can't find us there, that means it's not worth listening to that platform. Plain and simple.
I mean, we are the gold standard in wrestling podcasts at this point.
Absolutely, man.
So
in a more sincere thing, you guys listen. We would really appreciate your support in the show. Us six, actually, and soon to be seven, cast members are working really hard to up the quality of our production and our show to provide you guys with a better product that you deserve. So the way you can help us out is head over to patreon.com/SmackDraw podcast. Subscribe to one of our really great tiers. We're going to be adding more. As of right now, we have 3. You've got the Rest Hold tier, where we're going to go ahead and give you a Patreon shout out, and you'll get early access to all of our pre-recorded YouTube videos. Moving up to the DDT tier, you're going to get a nice sticker pack, which you can see on screen right now. And then lastly,
some demon art.
If you do the $10 Top Rope Spanish Fly tier, you can not only get that sticker pack, but you can submit your video questions or your video unpopular wrestling opinion, have it featured on UWO, and either you'll get a collection of panelists to agree with you, or they will roast you and call your opinion trash. But no, for real though, please head on over to Patreon, man. Subscribe. We greatly appreciate it, dude. We've been working our asses off, man, and we're gonna continue to work, man. So we appreciate all the love.
For sure. Ask us about demon art.
Maybe spread demon art, dude. That's I'm telling you, when people get those stickers, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's kind of what I like about it, honestly. But
do we tell them? Do we tell them why that is a thing?
We'll make it a Patreon level.
Make it.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
We were already talking about making like a $100 tier, where if you do the $100 Patreon, Kevin will promise not to steal your wife. Oh shit!
I don't know for how long though, but I'll promise it.
You need to make sure you keep that subscription going.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Anyways, Kevin, these guys are here to talk about SmackDown.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude. Okay, so listen, I got people loving the ending. I mean, right now, that's what we're talking about is the ending.
Oh,
you know what I mean? No one's talking about how crazy it that we had Fiend do his entrance on a weekly episode of wrestling, and it's going to be overshadowed.
By a lot, too.
Yeah.
Like,
what's your take on the ending, man? I see people hating it. I see people loving it. What do you think?
Man, I love it. I've always been into that kind of a thing, the rebellious aspect. I think I said in the group chat before we started recording or going live that it kind of gave me vibes of like NWO a little bit, especially like with the spray paint and like, crossing out like the SmackDown stuff and doing the WWE thing on the plexiglass and, putting an X in it and shit. I mean, they literally fucking chased everybody off, including the goddamn camera guy, for Christ's sake. Like,
when they start attacking the ring crew, bro, it's serious.
Yeah, like it was. I loved it, man. And then I'm excited to see what they're all about, because I think it's time now to start, like next week, to start kind of giving some what their motives are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and really kind of getting down into what the group is, because they've made a fucking statement now. For sure, that nobody can't pay attention to.
I mean, do you really put on an episode of Raw next week and act like nothing happened?
Oh, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
They have to at least mention that shit on Raw. Like, they can't not mention it at least. No,
absolutely, man. I completely agree. Before we get into that, let's talk about what kicked off the show. We got an episode of Firefly Funhouse, Bray Wyatt explaining that he's getting a lot of haters on the internet, on Twitter. I think we can all relate a little bit to that. Says, don't blame me for Alexa, for what happened to Alexa with The Fiend. Blame Braun. He's the champ. He should have just, I guess, given The Fiend the championship belt. But anyways, it's really used as a platform to like say, hey, The Fiend is going to be live later today. He's going to have Alexa Bliss. Braun has a decision to make, and that was the gist of it, which is good. You need to start using the Firefly Funhouse in different methods to make sure it stays fresh, and using it very light here just to promote the appearance of The Fiend later on. I was totally cool with.
Yeah, it was a good teaser. I liked it.
Yep. So I think the next thing is Kevin and I here, we owe you listeners an apology for, no, actually not you. Sorry, Vince, because Vince hosted SmackDown with me last week. We owe you guys an apology. Somehow we completely missed Shorty G turning heel and attacking Matt Riddle, man. I have no idea how we missed that.
I didn't watch SmackDown last week, so I was completely surprised by that, to be honest. I mean, I'm into it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I formally apologize. Okay, you guys.
We somehow
missed it. Forgot to cover. I got a lot of hate in the comments. Look, man, it's tough. Okay, sometimes to take notes on every little thing. Some stuff slips through the cracks. My apologies. Stop blowing up my Twitter. All right, please.
Pimping ain't easy, you know. So
what the fuck did you say?
It's hard out here for a pimp when you don't have the money to pay the rent, you know.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I bet if Rob were watching, he'd love that shit. You know.
What the fuck, man? Oh, Kevin.
There you go. Anyway, I was
Fucking
trying to say
broken.
that pimping ain't easy, and you know that's why you didn't remember. I was trying to give you a compliment, call you a pimp, and you, man, fuck you. I'm never putting you over again. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways, I think we get back to the show.
There.
Sheamus
There's
and
your
Matt
Kevin
Riddle have a
Crazy
match,
moment.
which beforehand, the advertisement of this match had me just like in a lot of pain. Like, these are two guys that you know are going to go fucking hard. But I was really wondering, I was like, who gets the win? Because, you know, WWE, they don't like to book guys on a run to lose, you know? And
Right.
sure enough, we did get some WWE booking during a very decent match between Riddle and Sheamus. Chad Gable comes out, attacks Matt Riddle for the DQ win. For Riddle, of course. Unfortunately, if you're a fan of Gable, this is it for the dude. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Even attacking a man who objectively was getting his ass handed to him by Sheamus, Riddle was still able to turn the tables and beat up Gable.
Yep.
So I really throw away nothing here. It is what it is.
Basically.
Yeah. How'd you feel, though, about Sheamus confronting Corbin backstage? It's nice to see that not all heels are getting along in WWE.
Yeah, I'm into that. I like a good heel feud, honestly. I mean, I know it's like not the, you know, the normal thing, and it's harder to, you know, kind of root for somebody, but I think it makes sense, you know. But, you know, what I wanted to say, you know, after watching the full episode and having something like this happen, you know, I thought the story of the night for SmackDown, generally speaking, was like non-finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like almost every match like finished in this exact same fucking way.
Yeah,
you know?
Spoiler alert, this was one of 3 DQ finishes.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's not even like they didn't make it make sense. Like, I got it, but it was like, dude, you like, why were you using that story mechanic so many goddamn times in one episode of SmackDown? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all. It was, but nah, I mean, you're right. I mean, they're clearly burying fucking Chad Gable, Shorty G, whatever.
Yeah.
Sheamus going after Baron Corbin is cool. I like that, and you know, the fact that the King's bounty on Sheamus or whatever is silly, and it's something
Once
that
again, I must ask, how much is a king's bounty?
I don't know.
You guys in the chat, let us know, man. How much is a king's bounty? All right. Standing Streamer always refers to a shit ton. I want a monetary value. Okay, either in goods or just money. Tell me how much it's worth. But
Fair.
yeah, man.
That's fair.
Yeah, thank you. I really
Maybe
want
he
to know,
told
man, 'cause
Shorty
I want to know
Gable,
if it's worth me.
You know?
Should I fly down to Florida? Invade the PC? You know, I mean, if it's worth it, Kev, I'm telling you, man.
I mean, I admire your ambition, but I'm pretty sure Sheamus would beat the living fuck out of you. To just like, don't do it for health reasons.
Yo, I'd be
I mean,
like
he would
one
beat the
bro
shit out of
kick.
me too.
I already got back issues, man. He'd give me that Irish curse or whatever, and I'd be in the fucking ER.
Oh, dude,
Telling you.
he would look at me funny, and I'd kick my own ass, like, you know. So,
Oh, Jesus Christ. We get the dirt sheet with Miz and Morrison. More technical issues carrying over, and they even announced that. They're like, I thought the Retribution was a Raw thing, which is a very nice touch.
I thought that was
nice
cool.
touch, man. They proceed to mock and make fun of Mandy Rose some more, who obviously last week was attacked by Sonya Deville and had her hair cut. So they have a interview with Mandy's hair. I'm not gonna begin to try and just look it up, dude. It was
just look it up.
It's a certain type of person will like this. Let's say that, and that's not meant in an insulting way. Like, just there is an audience for this somewhere.
I mean, it didn't quite completely connect with me, but like the whole like vibe and tenor of the promo was classic Miz and Morrison. You know, I mean, content aside, maybe that's not your thing, you know, or whatever. I don't know, but
it's not my thing. But I'm not gonna hate on anybody who likes it.
Yeah,
it's Miz and Morrison doing their humor. That's all.
Exactly.
It is. Yeah,
exactly.
No, like whoever enjoys this doesn't. It's not meant to insult them. You know what I mean? No, absolutely not.
But yeah, no, I mean, I like Miz and Morrison personally. I think they're funny as hell. Music videos and shit that they were doing. I mean, if you liked that stuff, you would like this probably.
Yeah, there you go. No, hey, listen, I actually like their music videos. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They after the whole Mandy's hair segment, Sonya Deville comes out, cuts a promo. Dude, she is so good.
Yeah,
Sonya Deville is incredibly good on the mic.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I don't know if that's a common knowledge or if that's just an unpopular opinion. That chick is killing it on the mic every time.
Yeah.
Bro. But yeah, I mean it's all the same ground. We're just treading over the same ground.
Yeah.
Sonya Deville holding up her end of the deal, saying, you know, doing exactly what she's gonna do, trying to bury Mandy Rose. Calls out Mandy Rose. Nothing happens. However, apparently this segment ran just a little too long for Heavy Machinery, because they come out and they run off Miz and Morrison. You know.
Now, was this Tucker? Did he return last week, or is this his return?
He's come back before.
Oh, okay.
He's just not there consistently. He's almost there as often as Otis is now, to be honest.
Oh, is he really? Okay. Well, I know Otis and Mandy weren't on TV for quite a while there, like a month or something like that. But like, I haven't personally remembered seeing Tucker in quite a while.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not that observant either. So.
Yeah. No. Hey, look, man. They're saying this stuff is working. Let's see. Tommy Streamer says, because he does want to see Mandy punch Sonya in the face. That's good, man. I do too. I really do. Like, I'm loving the feud. I'm hoping that at the end of it, both of them come out huge. Like, I hope Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I think Sonya's ceiling is much higher than Mandy's. What do you think?
I would agree with you there. I think that Sonya's probably already better than Mandy in the ring. And I think she's proven that she's better than Mandy on the mic, frankly, over the last few weeks, you know. That's not to take away that I think that Mandy can't be good, you know, but like, it feels like every time that she gets some kind of push like this, she needs like somebody to help her out. Like, you know, it was her and Deville before, and now it's her and Otis, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know if she could like be quite on her own like Sonya Deville probably can. You know,
am I off base here? Because I want to recall that Mandy Rose is surprisingly good in the ring, but we haven't seen her in the ring in a long time. So I'm wondering if my memory's all fucked up.
That's true. I mean, I could be being dumb about it too. Maybe it's just her dumb blonde gimmick, and I just am like, she's got to be a wimp or something. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I'm not aware either. Anyways, let's go ahead. We'll move on from here. Cesaro took on Lince Dorado in a pretty much a nothing match. It was a good match. Cesaro hit one fucking hell of a backbreaker at some point, man.
Yeah,
tilt the world backbreaker.
No, I'll tell you what. At the end of that match, I almost thought Lince Dorado was going to win it.
Like a shock victory, right?
Yeah, like that roll up that he did when Cesaro had him up like in the power bomb, and he friggin' like Hurricane Rana'd out of it and shit or whatever.
He
I was
countered
like,
the razor's
holy
edge.
crap! There you go. That's what
one
it
for
was.
you, Bob.
Yeah. Well, like I was like, holy shit, he's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, no, you know. But
no, you can't. It was a cool party get some momentum. Hell no, not in 2020.
Nah, but it was a cool spot though. I liked it.
It was really cool. I know exactly what you're talking about because I thought it too. I was like, oh shit, he might do it here. Yeah. But once Cesaro kicked out, I was like, oh, that's a wrap. Yep. Yeah, that's it for Dorado. Yep. You did see more technical issues, alluding to what we got later on in the evening. Backstage, Otis cuts a pretty fired up promo in front of, I want to say, Kayla Braxton.
Yeah,
and then we move over to the Fiend segment. So, why the fuck do you cut to commercial during the Fiend's goddamn entrance? Arguably the best fucking entrance on WWE's main shows, okay? Yeah. You're going to cut to commercial during the Fiend's fucking entrance? Oh my God, dude. No.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
No, dude. That wasn't the only awkward part about this. Listen, the segment I liked. I liked what we got, man. I really did. With Fiend out there, with Alexa Bliss still held captive from last week. Is she wearing the same clothes? I don't know. Is she bathing? Who the fuck knows? How good of a host is the Fiend after he kidnaps you? I don't know.
These are the hard-hitting journalistic
I'm telling
questions.
You, apparently 7 days is all it takes, though, for Stockholm Syndrome to cut in for Alexa Bliss, though, because she tries to caress the Fiend. She tries to embrace him. Obviously, it's too much for him to take. But then we get Braun Strowman on Zoom, apparently, because that definitely is webcam quality of Braun.
Yeah, it was yeah.
What'd you think, Kev? What'd you think of Braun's delivery here? He's letting out the darkness.
I'm into it, and like the thing is that I wasn't watching like when he was going through his stuff with Bray Wyatt before, like when he was the badass monster and all that shit. So I am all about this. Like he's scary as shit. Like he's making me believe he might actually beat the Fiend. You know what I'm saying? Like with this descent into madness, I don't know, or ascent back to what he was. You know what I'm saying? Like
essentially at SummerSlam, we are getting a monster versus monster flip between these two. It's gotta be cinematic, right? You'd think so. Maybe not. To be honest, I'd rather see a live match.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think a cinematic match would be boss. Obviously they did a really good job with the swamp fight or whatever, but they already did it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean.
You have one standard match, and then you have one cinematic. I don't know what the rubber match is. I don't know.
It's got to be big, though. It's got to be something big.
What I do know is WWE had no fucking clue how to end this segment.
Nope.
Because Braun essentially delivers the message, yeah, you're using Alexa Bliss as a bargaining chip. I don't fucking care. I'm at home calling in via Zoom. And so Fiend's just like, well, shit, there that goes. And before we can get any resolve, they cut to commercial and awkwardly transition to Hardy versus Corbin.
Yeah,
no explanation.
It was really weird.
What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Do Fiend and Alexa Bliss just awkwardly walk to the backstage? Do they teleport the fuck out of there? What happens? Fiend makes his entrance.
Yeah. Not only that, they kind of took the piss out of the Alexa Bliss, Braun Strowman stuff too. Not that I necessarily think that there's anything wrong with that, but that was part of what was, motivating Braun to be pissed off at the Fiend. And now it's like, well, if he doesn't care, and not only that, if Alexa Bliss is like you said, having Stockholm syndrome or whatever, like. Who gives a shit? Why would Braun Strowman care?
This ain't the Mixed Max Challenge,
Yeah.
I don't know. But from one weird angle to another, you got Hardy taking on Corbin, which I was not a fan of, and so I am in a crossroads with how I feel about this, because during the match we get another DQ finish. Matt Riddle comes out, attacks. No, Sheamus. Not Matt Riddle. Excuse me. Sheamus comes out and attacks Hardy, getting him the DQ finish. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, because they cut to commercial. I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna get a cool triple threat match at SummerSlam. Hardy, Sheamus, fucking Corbin. I was like, oh wow, I'd actually get excited for a goddamn Baron Corbin match. Put him in a triple threat.
Yeah, right.
Instead, no, we come back. It's now Corbin taking on Sheamus, who's getting revenge for the DQ loss earlier in the evening.
Yeah.
And even that shit ends in DQ when Matt Riddle or not DQ, but Matt Riddle comes out, causes a distraction, and Sheamus wins. This is all fucking weird. What happened to Jeff Hardy?
I don't know. Well, because like as soon as you like, I thought exactly the same thing. I was like, oh shit, triple threat match at SummerSlam. This is gonna be the bomb. And then like all that shit happened, and I was like, what? Like, why are you like they like started like several stories and ended them way too quickly in like the course of an hour.
Dude, I got no fucking clue.
You know,
it
was
no
dumb.
Clue.
It was dumb. I was not into any of this.
It is what it is. Where does Jeff go from here? That's the thing. Jeff now does he continue his feud with Sheamus, who now has a feud with Corbin? Matt Riddle no, you're going to get, I mean, it's going to be the status quo, right? It's going to be Matt Riddle and Corbin and Jeff and Sheamus still. But now why is Sheamus and Jeff feuding?
I don't know,
really
man. It's
weird.
It's a fucking huge mess is what it is. Like,
dude, it's
I don't
so
know.
Weird. Yeah, from one confusing angle straight to another. All right, but we'll get back to the positives. In fact, we'll get back to the power of positivity, because we got a Big E promo with Caleb Braxton. Dude, I'm all in on Big E being champion. Give that dude a fucking belt, man. Give that dude a goddamn... I don't care if it's the Intercontinental Championship. I don't care if it's the Universal title. Give that man a fucking belt, bro. Right now.
Yeah. At least give him the microphone every goddamn week. Yeah, at the very least. Like, he's one of the best promos in wrestling right now, man. I love that guy. But yeah, I mean, give me Big E singles run all day long. Get him a belt. But yeah, I mean, I love the New Day anyway, and Big E probably is my favorite New Day member. So yeah. I just want Big E on my television.
Dude, I love that he was able to like just sit there and break Kayla. Over and over till she was legitimately like cry laughing. Because of Big E, dude. I wonder, is that him going into business for himself, or do they give him special permission to fuck with anybody that puts a mic in his face?
If I were running the show, I'd give him license to do whatever the fuck he wants, because like he's so infectious, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't help but like just get fired up listening to him,
True. What's your take on people saying that he should ditch the New Day and take on a more serious persona?
Get the fuck out of town. That's what I have to say. Like, because I mean, like, I get it. I'm not saying I wouldn't like it. Like, I totally would, but like, I don't think he's like done all he can with this gimmick, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that he's, a lot of tag championship runs and all that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But what has Big E, as he is now, done as a singles competitor, Yeah.
And here's my question. And not trying to discredit these people, but here's my question. A, is Big E extremely popular right now? And if you answer yes... Did he get popular from ditching the New Day and being a serious wrestler, or did he get popular for being Big E, part of the New Day? And if
right,
yeah, exactly. So why would you change that dynamic? He's as big as he is because of the role he's been playing. Are you telling me that he's being held back right now? He's got the support of the fans and what appears to be the company.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he need to change? You weren't here asking him to change prior to this run.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Like I said, I'm not trying to discredit anybody, but I'm just trying to offer a different point of view on this.
I wasn't trying to be a dick either. I mean, I'm not saying that even would be bad if he was more serious. But like you said, I mean, like he has all that momentum, you know. Like, why would you stall all of that, you know?
Yeah,
just to make him seem more serious, like
and potentially flop.
Nah,
Who's exactly. We got Big E Langston, and it got him an Intercontinental Championship run, if I remember correctly. You know what I mean?
Okay, I didn't know that.
I don't. I don't understand the call for him to change his gimmick. Like,
I don't either.
I don't. Like I said, I don't. The man's already over. He's over doing what he's been doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand like why now is necessarily a bad thing. So like that's all I'm asking for. I'm asking for people just to bring up why he should change.
Well, yeah, because the other thing is too, to me, is like, you know, Kofi Kingston, you know, obviously had that excellent singles run, you know, like last year, year before, I don't, you know, whatever. When he had that really cool, you know, WrestleMania moment and all that shit, he was still part of the New Day, and it didn't take away at all from his run, you know. In fact, if anything, I kind of felt like it added to it, you know. So.
Yeah, the standing streamer's in the chat. I'm going to call him out. He says, being over and being a champion are two different things. They are. However, you're allowed to be over and be champ.
Yeah, I would argue that you'd want your champ to be over as possible. Like, even if your champion's a heel, you want people to throw as many fucking tomatoes at him as possible. Yeah. And that's over for a heel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Now, I will say one thing. I will say that the olive branch I will extend is I call back to this on almost every episode of SmackDown now. Recap is the Hell in the Cell match the New Day had against the Usos. We got to see a serious side of Big E.
Oh yeah,
in the ring. We got to see a fired up, angry Big E. No more humor in the ring. No more fucking like abdominal stretch to spanking Big E. But no, a pissed off monster. I like that. I want more of that in the ring. Outside of the ring, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Keep doing it. But yeah, I'll extend that olive branch. I want to see a more serious Big E in the matches. That's about it, though.
I can get behind that, and I think that you should even use that like sparingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be an every week thing where he's like hulking out like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Look at what they were doing with the Viking Raiders. Now, granted, that might not be the best example, but the Viking Raiders were getting a comedic persona outside the ring, but in the ring they were still vicious as fuck, you know?
Yep.
So there's room. There is room for this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What'd you think of this video call between Steph and the Golden Role Models?
I mean, I'm into the match that Stephanie set up. I like that. You know,
what? How did she word it? The triple brand battle royal.
Yeah.
For the number one contendership for Bayley's title.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna win
she
that?
Also said that they could. Well, here's the thing: is she said, if I remember correctly, that she could be wrestling Sasha Banks at some point due to that. So is Sasha Banks part of the?
So Sasha Banks loses. No. So what she said was, so at first she addressed Sasha, and like, Sasha, at SummerSlam, you will be defending your title.
Okay.
You could be facing Asuka, who faces Bayley on Raw.
There you
go. Okay.
Yeah,
and then she brought the attention to Bayley and just said, hey, we're going to do a battle royal, NXT, Raw, and SmackDown all included. Whoever wins will face you at SummerSlam. So what I'm wondering is, it can't be somebody from SmackDown. We don't have any, I mean, no offense to the women's roster on SmackDown, but they have just been utilized so piss poor.
Yep.
If anybody, maybe Naomi, because of recent stuff. But you would be led to believe. I would almost think it'd probably be someone from NXT because NXT has so many credible women champions.
Oh yeah, their roster's deepest ever. Shit.
Let me hear you guys help us out in the live chat, man. Go ahead and drop who you think should win this battle royal, and should be facing Bayley. And here in a minute, after Kevin and I brainstorm, we'll review your answers and see who makes the most sense.
I mean, NXT would make sense. I mean, like well, then again, what about like a Bianca Belair, like on Raw? Well, because of the Street Profits, I don't think they'll move her.
And the whole Montez getting poisoned angle.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. Shayna Baszler?
She's already popping up in the chat.
Oh, is she? Okay,
yeah,
I didn't
she's
see
already
that.
popping up in the chat for sure.
I think either one of them would make sense, but yeah, I don't think of the two. I think Baszler makes a lot more sense. But yeah, NXT, Jesus, Mia Yim. I think I could see her, out of left field.
Yim would look awesome on SmackDown.
Yes,
I think Yim would look fucking terrific on SmackDown.
Rhea Ripley would be another one that would be completely believable.
Yep. So you'd have to think whoever faces Bayley probably has to lose, because I believe this still all alludes to Bayley versus Sasha at some point.
Yes, I agree. I
would think it'd be someone from NXT who would lose. I honestly, you've already took a couple good names, Ripley, or I mean, I think Mia Yim is a great answer.
I think she's a good dark horse for sure.
She gets a headlining match on SummerSlam, fucking boom, payday, and then maybe you use that as an invitation to be called up. Is she involved? I don't watch NXT as much as I'd like to. Is she involved in anything major right now?
I haven't watched NXT in a couple weeks, but
Keith Lee had a thing with Gargano and Candice LeRae.
That's what I was just gonna say. I know that's going on. I don't know if that's completely wrapped up yet or not. I think so, because I feel like, God damn it, Karrion Kross is trying to go after Keith Lee, if I remember correctly. Like I said, I could be wrong about that. I haven't watched NXT in a minute. So, but yeah, no, I agree. I think Mia Yim would look good on SmackDown. I think she would elevate that women's division on there a lot too. Because like you said, I mean, like, and besides, who else is going to challenge Bayley, on the SmackDown? I mean, they had Nikki Cross. Alexa Bliss is now, completely out of the picture.
You really think that Naomi or
Naomi, yeah.
Who's Rob's girl? I forget her name.
Oh, Lacey Evans.
I
could see that too.
That's gonna go over like a wet fart. If you want some hype, if you want people to get excited, you bring an NXT person.
Yeah,
for the SmackDown title. That's the whole point. Why would you do a triple branded event and not have somebody from a different brand? You know what I mean?
I agree.
I'd love the answer Yim. That's where my money's on. Money's on Mia Yim. Yeah,
that would be cool.
We see Bob in here saying Eva Marie. Fuck off, Bob. All right. Jesus, Bob. I take you seriously, and then you give me an answer like that.
I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble. It'll be me.
Whatever.
I'm wrestling Bayley at SummerSlam.
Oh Jesus.
Hey, don't believe me.
Maybe Io Shirai. Standing streamer said Io Shirai. That makes sense.
That would make sense.
Kairi
too.
Sane was her friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. All right, man. Let's get to this main event.
Yeah.
We have Heavy Machinery taking on Miz and Morrison. The match is going. Mandy Rose comes out, interrupts it. Obviously, sporting the soccer mom haircut. What'd y'all think of the haircut? I liked it.
Hey man.
I mean, it's Mandy Rose. Come on now. And then we get this little pull apart brawl between Rose and Sonya Deville. We cut to commercial. We come back. They're backstage, still getting the pull apart. We get the SmackDown copyright logo, but I'm noticing, I'm like, dude, we got like 10 minutes.
Right?
That's
yeah.
early as shit for the copyright. I was like, you ain't fooling me. You know what's going on? The lights come out, and then boom, Nexus 2.0. No, it's Retribution, bro. They come out, man. They come out in their what are they called? Barclavas, the face masks.
Ski masks. That's what I always call them. I don't know, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, they come out, man. They're attack. They have baseball bats and fucking crowbars and shit, and they're not hitting a single person.
No,
because they're
just scaring the shit out of people.
Yeah, man. They chase off like Michael Cole and Corey Graves and the cameraman.
Yeah,
and then I was
bananas.
like, oh, cool. This is like Nexus Light, but they're not doing any damage. They go behind the hockey glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And start beating up some of the audience members, which was cool. I do like that they got a couple females in the group because they cornered a female, and it's like, yeah, nobody's safe. It was a cool vibe, man. It was a cool vibe.
It was sinister. It was sinister as fuck,
dude. And they it gave me like Purge, you know, like
Purge
exactly. Vibes. But
that's what I was thinking too.
The fuck, man, what's this? They come back, they break out the spray paint. When they saw the spray paint, dude, I want someone to like all of a sudden edit the video footage, cut it to black and white, and hit the fucking NWO theme.
Oh yeah,
when they start spray painting shit.
Me too. I was I was ready to hear it.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir, yes.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Fuck yes, man.
I don't own the rights to the music.
Gonna get a copyright strike. That was so good. Fucking hell. They fucking just they ran off everybody. They destroyed shit. Broke out a goddamn chainsaw and cut up the ring ropes. They should have cut up the fucking ring. They should have just taken it to the floor, you know. But
well, that's kind of what I thought they were gonna go with it.
I assume ring ropes are easy to replace, like easier, you know, than the actual ring.
Yeah, probably not as expensive.
So I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try and sound like a shill. One side of me, I'm thinking this is really fucking cool. And then there is another side of me, like in the back of my head, like these are a bunch of fucking dorks.
Jeez. No, I mean, they could be. Honestly, I mean, we don't know yet. You know what? Like, not for real. Yeah. You know. Right now about it, you know, maybe they are a bunch of dorks, a bunch of bedwetting, you know, fucking basement dwellers or some shit, you know. But like right now, they look like fucking badasses, you know.
Yeah, so. We'll see, man. Bob, who joins us in Smack After Dark, which you guys, I'm going to fill you in more on once we're towards at the end of the show, how you guys can join us on Smack After Dark. He says they're all tiny. He just can't get over the fact of how small they all are.
It wasn't like they were running off big guys, dude.
I don't know, man. But no, it's cool, man. I'm happy. Listen. Like I've always said this, dude. I love new shit. I love watching WWE take chances.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I love when you're not just producing the status quo. And whether you agree with what we've seen on Raw or what we saw tonight on SmackDown, WWE they're trying something.
Oh,
you know what I mean? We very well could fast forward a year from now and we're still getting the status quo, and we're getting like references to what we're seeing now in like work shoot promos where they're making fun of this shit.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm enjoying it. I mean, I like I live by the method in real life. Like, I'll help you if you help yourself. And that also translates to entertainment. It's like, I'm entertained when I see that you are trying to entertain me, you know? And so I give it I don't just give it a pass. Like I'm excited. I want to tune into Raw now. I want to tune into SmackDown. Shit, I want to tune into NXT to see if they're going to show up in NXT at this point.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I hear you, and you're totally right. It was a risky move, honestly, to do that. You know, so at the end of the day, even if it sucks, they get an A for effort, as far as I'm concerned, because like it was. It's not completely unique or anything, but like it's fresh right now, that's for sure. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely into it, and like you said, it's great. Because it's going to get people that probably wouldn't even tune into NXT to like tune into NXT as well. Because you could miss like pertinent stuff to the story on any WWE show next week.
Today settled it, man. They're not a Raw thing. You know what I mean? They're not exclusive to Raw. You don't. Well,
as soon as they started having technical difficulties,
I was like, it.
Yep.
Do you think this has any relation to the hacker?
Maybe that I kind of thought maybe that it would, because
hacker dressed in the hoodie, the dark.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, man.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
What if they show up to NXT Takeover?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool as shit, right?
That would be cool. I'd be into that. Well, they gotta play a role in SummerSlam at this point, right?
No, absolutely. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. Yeah. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked, man. I hope you guys are stoked too. Thank you guys. Thank you all for the live chat, man. You guys have been fun. You guys are chatting so much. In fact, I couldn't keep up. I tried to, drop some of the stuff you were saying into the show. I hope you all saw that. Once again, man, thank you all for joining us. After our recap shows, we do like to hop over to Discord and do what's called Smacked After Dark, which is a more light general podcast open up to our viewers and maybe other podcasters to come in, hang out. We can talk about further stuff on SmackDown, or we can just talk about wrestling in general. In fact, after AEW, we were talking about New Japan for a while.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so
actually quite a bit we talked about New Japan. Yeah, I had no idea what the hell you guys were talking about.
Let's see here. Let's see really quick. And then lastly, once again, if you guys enjoyed what you saw here today, I would ask that you guys please head over to Patreon. Be generous. Go ahead, subscribe to our Patreon. Any money that we get goes into improving the literal quality of the show. So we really appreciate everybody over there. And,
but not the quality of the people.
Anybody waiting for stickers, man, they are in the mail. I officially mailed them off yesterday, I believe. Or no, the day before yesterday. So you will be getting them anytime, dude. You'll be getting those sticker packs. And then also,
nice.
Last little spoiler, apparently the t-shirt prototypes in the mail too. They're coming to me first. Ooh, and then I start sending them to you guys, and then we might have some official t-shirts going on. So
nice.
Can't wait for that, man.
Feeling like a pimp. I'm brushing my shoulders off,
Fucking hell, bro. Man, I love you guys. You all have a great night. Until next time, y'all have a good one.